So we are here in Leuven, in the Sint-Michaels church, and this is one of my main projects, I should say, not major, maybe also majors. It's a huge organ. That's a project I personally have been working on for almost 20 years. Not thinking of bringing a good microphone with me, but these microphones will do. Anja will follow me into the organ. It's fascinating. So if you just have a glimpse of the church, this is a beautiful 17th century church. Very nice baroque. Perhaps you can go to the front of the gallery. And maybe show also the top is really nice. And so here is the organ. So the keyboard will be here. It's, as we speak, still down. You can see it. It's over there. If you point to that ornament, that's the keyboard. So people of Vlenthrop are working. It's a combination. Two companies are building it. Joris Potvliegen together with Vlenthrop. So the panels will be painted. Partly it has been done. And so here will be the great organ, and on top of that, the golden organ. So please follow me. So these parts here, there's a roller board for the great organ, for the first manual. And so on top of that you see the two wind chests, C and C sharp side for the Hauptwerk, for the great organ. So this organ, I don't know if we don't have a drawing here, but I have some pictures, I will show them on screen. This organ has been designed 100% according to the model, the original one in Liepaja in Latvia. And so this is an organ, well, not this one, but the original one was built by Contius. Contius was a student or a co-worker with Wagner, and then you are in the Silbermann school. So this is a kind of organ type that at the end of J.S.Bach's life, he was really in favor of. But a lot of these instruments disappeared over time, and so one of the few, if not the only existing of Contius, H.A.Contius, is in Latvia, in Liepaja, in the Holy Trinity Church. And so that we have copied exactly without compromises, every detail. So, Anja, if you just come over here, I'll take your camera and I'll film how you... Oh, you're out of focus. Here again. So, if you just go and see this... This is of course a huge church, so we have here huge devices installed, so to say, because if you follow me, and now we are outside the organ case again, so Anja, if you can stay there, we can show the dimensions of the instrument. So, you see, that's only the case for the pedal towers. On top of that will be the bovenwerk. Okay, it's okay. So here are also parts of the wind chests. These are the toe boards where the organ pipes will be placed upon. These are moldings for the pedal towers, I think. So now we go upstairs. This is a complete new gallery, by the way. And here are the bellows. 6 large bellows. They are copied to Angermünde. Wagner, not every detail of Contius had been preserved. This is a blower, of course. The organ will be possible to be man-powered with 6 of these large. I don't think you will manage that. So try. It's very heavy. No, it's not possible. These things weigh a lot. I mean, it's really heavy. That's the reason why I have these constructions. So it will be possible to manpower all of this. But obviously, in normal life, it's not done. All parts of the organ. Here are some facade pipes waiting to, these ones. So they're standing here and waiting. Okay, we continue the tour. And now we are at the back. There used to be an organ here. Wooden pipes, okay, yeah. So the organ is brought in piece by piece. I'll give the camera to Anja, it may be easier to talk in the camera. So if you show, this is the back side of the organ. The new gallery, the new balcony is built lower than this one. But this church had severe war damage. So in 1944, there was actually an Allied bombardment here in Leuven. And 3 organs were destroyed. One of them was this one. I show a picture on screen. This was a beautiful 18th century replica organ. A big loss for our heritage in musical instruments organ building. And so what we did was reconstruct the height of the original gallery, because this one was a reconstruction where we were standing on. Was a reconstruction after World War II, 1950. So a situation that never existed. And because we wanted to keep the proportions of the church and also acoustically, the organ, either an organ is placed really on top of the church against the roof or not too high. So we positioned the organ at the original 18th century level. Actually, the organ that was previously here was brought in only after the French Revolution. So early 19th century. And this is a really big organ. And again, one of the projects that I have been doing as organ consultant, this project is my task more that of a project manager. So there is a lot of administrations. There are a lot of partners involved. The city of Leuven, which is also, maybe you know the city, it has a really famous university. There is, of course, the Church Council, and we as Contius Foundation. And the overall project, open pipe waiting to be installed. Everything has been copied meticulously to original. So the organ builders, me included, sometimes have spent weeks and weeks and months even in the by measuring everything. So if you stand here, you can see the winch chests of the great organ. They're over there. So I point them here. And on top of that, if you follow my finger, somewhere here, there on top, will be the bovenwerk. So on top of this organ, there will be a small, relatively small organ case, and the pedal wind chests will be a little bit lower than the Hauptwerk chests there, and there will be a large one at the back, the Hinterlade. So if I just stand here to finish this little video. This project we started in 1999, but Agnes knocking her head, I was saying yes. We only knew each other 1 year, and so we flew to Gothenburg to Hans Davidsson to be inspired actually by what they did in Gothenburg and to have a little project on our own. Well, now Hans said it's at least 15 years of your life, and I said, well, of course not. But we are now 20 years later, almost, and it's going to be here. It's unbelievable. And so the next project, of which perhaps I will be part of it, it's not yet certain. The whole project now, the Contius Foundation, is in the transition phase, and also for me it has been 20 years. So, but the next project, the reason why this organ is built is to have a Bach festival with unique features that have been creating with other people, not me, we have a dedicated group. So what we decided is to have a Bach festival where the whole family of Bach actually is in the center of the festival. The influence on Bach and the influence that the Bach family had on future musicians like Mozart, Beethoven, and later Mendelssohn even. And so this organ, embedded here in the city of Leuven with the university, it can have, the festival can have, together with this organ, a large voice in also musical research, where connections, actually what I like to do as well, what is the influence of Bach to Mozart and so on. And that's hopefully coming through this little project. So I'll show you some pictures, but that's an unexpected vlog for me to make. Again, with these inbuilt cameras, microphones of the camera, I hope you don't mind. But it gives an insight in what I do, also for a living. And so Anja says, yes, he's agreeing with everything, and maybe you should add something to that. No, get it. So I will update you on this project in future weeks and months. So, bye.